Hey, this is Barry. Welcome to the channel. This channel is about quilting, but it's about following your passion, especially in retirement. A lot of people think that your whole life they talk to you about how to save for retirement, how invest in 401ks and all that stuff, and what to do leading up to retirement. But hardly anybody ever talks about what to do after retirement. And I think a lot of us, including myself, falls into this rut of what next, what now, and you just sort of feel like you've just been put out the pasture, and there you go. But I'm telling you, we can live our best life ever, and it starts today. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping though. The first one is these guitars in the back. Number one, I'm reading readers, so sorry about that. These look Dollar Tree readers. The guitars, I don't know how to play them very good. They look better collecting dust on the wall than me playing them. The Les Paul there is not real, by the way, because a couple people asked for me to sell it to them. I hate to tell you, you could buy that thing yourself cheaper than I could ever ship it to you. But if you want to pay me $500, let's talk, because then I could go buy 3 more. But they're not. That one's not real. The other one I got at the thrift store for $100. Banjo I've had for a long time, and the guitar I've had for a long time, but I'm not a player. Second thing was the friendship star I made last week. I realized when I did it, I made a mistake, but I decided to leave it in there. But I did fix it. Matter of fact, I fixed it about 4 times, so I've got multiple copies of this. So thank you for pointing it out. I did notice it. We're good to go. So that's now we're back on track. A lot of people commented that they have a sewing machine they either haven't sewn in years or they don't know how to sew, like me. We're all beginners. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm not saying this is what you do, but I just got this machine. I wasn't very comfortable with it. I've had a brother. My brother is a great sewing machine. I just wanted this one, but I wasn't very comfortable with this one. So I took a couple pieces of fabric. I put them together, and I don't know if you can see this, but I just started stitching straight lines this way, straight lines this way, and I just stitched the heck out of it until I felt comfortable. I'm feeling a lot more better operating this sewing machine now, and it was just a matter of taking some scrap and just sitting here at this machine and just sewing straight lines until I got the feel for it. So there is that. I wanted to show you something about making my half square triangles, and I want to show you how these are 4.5 inch square triangles, and I showed you in my first video how I made these, but I want to show you this. I don't know very many quilters that show you how to do this, or if it's even the correct way, but I found it to be pretty good. Is you take this 4.5 inch ruler on my 4.5 inch block, I lay it down with the 45 line intersecting the 2 blocks. And once you got that there, I can take my rotary cutter and easily, or some would say not so easily, cut all my squares. That's why I really like this cutting mat, and I like my little 4.5 inch square. Makes a perfect little square. I don't have to figure if this is exact, because I know this is exact. So, and then I got a trash can right here off to the side, so boom, there we go. But I wanted to show you, hold on, let me get down here. forgive me for, you know, this was the first block that I made. This is just a regular 9 patch, but I wanted to show you that from this is my thinking, from this basic 9 patch, you can basically, let's see how we're going to do this. From half square triangles and solids, you can turn them this way, and this is called a shoe fly, and thank you, Kelly Sue, for pointing that out to me. That was that one, or like I said, we could do this way. And make the, oops, gotta go this way. Make the friendship one. And then there was the other one. I'd rather just show it to you because it's a little bit more complex. But this one is the split 9 patch. But it's the same half square triangles and the same solid blocks, just arranged differently. So there's multiple different patterns that you can get out of a few half square triangles, a few solid blocks, just rearranged different. So I wanted to let you know that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make, let me set this off to the side. Oops. I have got several blocks. So there's that one. That's the regular 9 patch. This is the split 9 patch. This is the friendship star. And this one is the shoe fly. So I'm going to do those, and I'm going to do them in this, this is like a peach color. So I'm going to do some of these in the green and the white, and some of these are going to be in the peach and the white. And then I cut a whole bunch of sashing, which I'm going to go, I think, with the peach. Let me know what you think. I'm either thinking about white between them or this peach in between them, and then peach as a border, and then like a 6-inch border around that. And I had a little card that told me the length for a queen. I think I may be a little short on size, so we'll play around with that. But that's my plan. I'm going to sit here and make all my blocks, get them all together, and then hopefully maybe with it by next week, I can start piecing it all together and have a quilt top ready to be quilted. Now this one here, unless I can convince a lady down at the community center to free motion it for me, I might do a in the ditch on this. What do you think? I'm not good, and I don't even want to try to free motion, but I think what I did find out is Juki has a nice little stitch in a ditch foot, which will help you just run right along in the ditch and sew a line. I'm thinking about just doing that on this one. This will be my first full-size quilt. Your comments. What I really wanted to do today was to talk to you about my new sewing room. And I'm going to take you now into the room, and I'll show it to you, and then come right back here. Okay, I don't want to scare you. This was the way it was when I bought this house, and this is the way it looks. Now it was full of stuff, and like I said, my grandsons and me, we cleaned this out this week. And so I got some new baseboard covers coming. So we're going to get that. I'm going to pull up all this old baseboard. I have no idea why somebody would cover up hardwood, but they did. Should be pretty easy to paint. Hopefully I'm going to have to do several coats over this, but I need to fix all these little spots in here and paint the ceiling. I went down to Harbor Freight and got a couple canvas so I can cover the floor up. That's the, and over here, like I said, is a closet. That's pretty much it. It's not that big of a room, but it should be enough for me in my sewing. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, here's the room. There's the room. Here is the door. Over here is the closet. And there's a window right there. So I'm going to take my one table, I'm going to set it right here. This table right here will set right here. I'm hoping to put a design wall, and it's not going to be very big though, but so that one's there. I'm either going to put that one there or in the back. I want to put a, eventually I want to get one of the big husky tabletops and put right here somewhere that I can work on. There's my chair right there. And like I said, we'll put a TV right there, somewhere right in there. Anyways, that's a look of my bedroom layout right now as I see it. And hopefully I have that done by next week. A lot of work to do. Now, if you're still here, this is story time. You know, this is the new year. Happy 2025, or whatever year you're watching this. In 1999, going on 2000, Y2K, if you're old enough to remember that, I woke up on the couch feeling pretty bad from the night before. And I was watching the Travel Channel, and they had a thing called 100 Things to Do Before You Died. And I sat and watched it, and basically it was places to go to before you died. And I was starting to watch it, and I said, you know, I've already done about 5 to 10 items of the 100, and it got me to thinking. So I started get a piece of paper and pencil, and I started writing down everything that I wanted to do in life, and it really was life changing for me. And the fact that I realized there was a lot of things I wanted to do. There's a lot of things that I was doing that wasn't focused on what I really wanted to do. So that was a life-changing experience to me. So I made a list of all the things that time that I wanted to do. And I always say, if you make a goal list, it is never ending. You cross out one item, you'll add another or add 2 more items. So it's a never-ending item. One of the things in 2008, I wanted to write and publish a book. But I was like, well, you got to be smart. You got to know something about something to write a book. And I said, the only thing that I know about writing is pickup lines. So I set out and I accomplished it. Well, the goal was I wanted to go to the library, pull the book off the shelf and go, that's my book. So like I said, in 2008, I wrote a book called Pickup Lines, Become a Chick Magnet. I'll try to put a photo here somewhere. You can still find this book on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, even eBay has copies of this book. It sells every year as gag gifts for stocking stuffers. It does not work, by the way. It is meant to be a joke book. But the funny thing about it was when the library put it in, I saw it in Chicago in the library, it was in the self-help section, which was a joke in itself because this was not a self-help book. But I did accomplish the goal. And so my point is you need to, just because you're retired, you need to set goals. And my goals for this year is to hopefully build my skill level in making quilts, and I'm also wanting to hit some quilt shows this year. And I thought, well, you know what? One of my goals might be to travel to every state in the U.S. and maybe other countries and go to a quilt show. So I got a couple that I plan on going to this year. I notice a lot of people do retreats. Um, I don't know. I have to think about that. I would like to do like an Alaskan cruise sewing quilting cruise. Well, that'd be awesome. That's probably on my bucket list to do. Um, what else? Oh, and another thing. I didn't realize this until I started reading and interacting on the comments. I'm just amazed at how many of you that do quilts for charities, like for hospice or even the animal shelter. I saw one person said that they make quilts for animal shelters, and the probability of the dog getting adopted is a lot higher when they comes with a quilt. I think that's fascinating. I might try to start doing something like that. It's just amazing to me. So enough of bothering you. I hope you like this, and hopefully stay tuned. We're gonna, like I said, I'm making all these quilt patterns. When I get these all done, we'll start piecing it together. And between next week, my sewing room, I'll be moved into my sewing room, and maybe I'll have most of my quilt top done. Until then, remember to live with passion and make memories, because memories are what's most important. See you. Bye.